So, guys, yep, day 3, back home, back in London. Traveling was slightly uncomfortable. Yeah, traveling was slightly uncomfortable. However, um, yeah, because the seats were not that big. And so leaning your head on things and, yeah, sometimes it did get knocked a little bit, but this was just the donor area, not really the front. As you can see, it's not as puffy anymore. It still does hurt, still quite tender. However, I think I've got a bit of a harder pain threshold. When I look at this now, I really wish that some of this was done. I mean, you can see some of the hairs going through, but I don't know what kind of density this is going to be in comparison to this. This area looks like it could have been filled in a little bit more. The area that I was a little bit concerned about doesn't really look like I should be, because you can see where my hair is growing, and it looks like it's kind of in between. And obviously you've got this bit here. In terms of, I just don't know what the density is going to be like. I'll turn around so you can see what the donor area looks like. The donor area still does feel quite tight, slightly itchy, but to relieve the itch, like I rub here, and for some strange reason it kind of subsides the back. So, I wonder what you can see. Can you see anything? Can you see it? That way. Yeah, and I've been itching round here. I've been itching round here as well. So, yeah, that's day 3. I'm not quite sure if you're going to want to do a day by day, but I think it's good. I think even if it's not for you, this is really good for me, just to see the progress, actually. What happens, I mean, even though I have done this before, I really think not that I'm taking it seriously. I took it seriously all the other times, but this is like, I'm not going to be doing this again. Like, you have to understand, this is surgery on your head. This is general, like, local anesthetic in your head. Your head feels like lead. It feels like, and if you're not at ease, or if you're a little bit dramatic when it comes to, like, surgery and all of this, it's not. You're awake. So I just don't want to have to go through this again. But I will most definitely keep you updated. Like, back on the school run, there's no rest for the wicked. But I do hope that I'm able to continue to update, message, maybe even find a better place to sit down and talk, because I'm just literally doing this in the front room. So, yeah. As you can see all the grafts are still there. This is after day 3. And this is still after I put a scarf on their head and they told you not to. For men, what they do say is that they give you like a, like the Nike headbands or whatever. They've got that, and I saw a lot of guys wearing that over there. However, actually, they didn't give me one of those. But they say that that's for the swelling. But what I will say is that when I had the FUE, they didn't give me a headband. What they did just after I had the surgery and I was leaving, they put a like sellotape, it's probably not sellotape, but surgical tape right on the forehead, and that relieved the pressure to go down the face. So that's another trick. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it does work, because the swelling didn't go down into the face. What happened is I put the tape on and the swelling was just more or less in the head. But once I did take the face, the sellotape off, the swelling came all the way down. One thing that they also say is moving your head forward. And I realised that, because once you do move your head forward, you do feel slightly nauseous and dizzy. So try not to do that. Like, right now, I'm a bit of a gym goer. I do like going to the gym and the sauna. Say I'm not allowed to really do any heavy lifting for the next, say, 7 to 10 days. So maybe I might go, I don't know, when I'll start doing light stuff at the gym. But they definitely said sauna is a no-no for the next 2 weeks, 30 days. So we'll see how that goes as well, because nobody wants to have a bald head and be round. Like, definitely not. Anyway, thanks. Let's get on with this day and let's get on this life.